This is a story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. We try and each day bring you business stories, private equity stories. We hope that you're learning something, that we're learning something. Here we go today. First, the markets are surging. The Magnificent Seven is surging. Bitcoin is surging. Here are some of the stories that we're watching today. First, the markets point up this morning again. The NASDAQ is up almost 30% year to date. Goodness, this is a year where I wish I had a higher concentration in equities to treasuries. It is what it is. Second, the Magnificent Seven continues to drive and outpace the market. Just to give you the quick Magnificent Seven update, Amazon up 37% year to date, Apple up 17% year to date, Tesla now up 30% year to date, NVIDIA up almost 200% year to date, Microsoft up 12.5% year to date. It's the laggard in that. Of course, it's one of the ones that I'm individually invested in. Alphabet, Google's up 27% year to date, and Meta Platforms is up 67% year to date. For those of a certain vintage, one of the great phrases is, what would E.F. Hutton say? It's a long story. AllianceBernstein also up, holding its own, 18% year to date. When you combine in its distributions, more like 25, 27%, so doing just terrific. Third, Tesla and Coinbase are surging again. We'll see how that goes. Fourth, Bitcoin rallied past $82,000, a new record high. The concept is President Trump embracing cryptos. In my view, Bitcoin becoming a key currency ultimately hurts the U.S. and the U.S. dollar and U.S. power globally. We'll see how it goes. Fifth, it's getting harder to get inflation down once it's got to 3% or so. Making more progress on inflation once you're down to about 3% is like trying to make more progress on your index once you get close to 10. Some of my colleagues, of course, will never understand that analogy because they're just not even near that. But others of us that dance with a 10 index, find that it can be challenging to get further and further down, especially when we're not playing well. Sixth, we kick off our CEO roundtable today, Becker's Healthcare, an incredible group of health system leaders speaking. Seventh, and this is in preparation for a webinar that I'll be joining on RSM. RSM is one of our regular guests on the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Thank you so much to Rick Kess and Matt Wolf. But here's 6 core concepts on useful deal diligence. And for more on diligence, deal with McGuire Woods, RSM, et cetera, et cetera. 1, getting the team and leadership right in the combined or bolt-on company and a focused leadership, and the CEO to sort out and align the leadership team is absolutely critical. Second, doing all you can to really know the business you are buying, key people, key customers, where the profits and revenues come from, how the operations technologies work, what is going well, what are the challenges. 3, a very heavy focus on the 5 to 7 key issues and risks and not the catalog approach to diligence. When I mean the catalog approach to diligence, I remember a young lawyer one time sending just stacks of information to the client, and the client being like, this is useless. I need you to synthesize it for me. But really focusing on what's critical and not the catalog approach to diligence. Also trying to get a feel as to whether the company has a culture of compliance. 4th, and it goes sort of with the first concept, a focus on efficient diligence. Where can we get the best overview sense of issues quickly, then dig in for more details? Does the management team itself really know their business and the risk areas well? Is our acquiring company, do they really know the business well as well? Is the acquired team and company, are they open and clear and smart with their own business? 5th, the 80-20 rules to getting deals done. Focus on diligence and integration and sorting out teams, and focus on the key areas, spend the vast majority of time in those areas. 6th, it's knowing in diligence, understanding the industry, and where do companies most often cheat or game the system, and where are most investigations or problems, where do they arise? Also, what are the big margin areas? Are they sustainable? And what are the staffing challenges? Again, those are 7 of the concepts on diligence. This, again, is 7 stories we're watching today at the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Have you Googled yourself lately? Are there negative posts from an ex-employee or from a former client? Maybe an outdated news article? Search engines don't always get it right. But right or wrong, it's your reputation on the line. That's where Reputation Defender by Norton comes in. Take control with Reputation Defender. Their cutting-edge approaches help you to wipe away unwanted information in your search results. They also promote the good stuff. You can start by getting your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com or call 800-811-4975 to speak to an expert.